Hi, my name is Jebin. In this video lecture, I am going to explain about steam turbines. So, steam turbine is a prime mover in which rotary motion is obtained by the gradual change of momentum of the steam. In a steam turbine, the force exerted on the blades is due to the velocity of steam. This is due to the fact that the curved blades, by changing the direction of steam, receive a force or impulse. The action of steam in this case is said to be dynamic. Thus, the dynamic pressure of steam rotates the vanes, buckets, or blades directly. The turbine blades are curved in such a way that the steam directed upon them enters without shock. Though there is always some loss of energy, the friction upon the surface of blades. A steam turbine consists of following parts. Nozzle. The nozzle in which the heat energy of high pressure steam is converted into kinetic energy so that the steam issues from the nozzle with a very high velocity. Blades. The blades which change the direction of steam issuing from the nozzle so that a force acts on the blades due to change of momentum and propel them. The basic principle of operation of a steam turbine is the generation of high velocity steam jet by the expansion of high pressure steam and then conversion of heat energy so obtained into mechanical work on rotor blades. Classification of steam turbines. The steam turbines are classified into many types. First, according to the mode of steam action, it is classified into impulse turbine and reaction turbine. According to the direction of steam flow, it is classified into axial flow turbine and radial flow turbine. According to the exhaust condition of steam, the turbine is classified into condensing turbine and non-condensing turbine. According to the pressure of steam, the turbine is classified into high pressure turbine, medium pressure turbine, and low pressure turbine. According to the number of stages, the steam turbine is classified into single stage steam turbine and multi-stage steam turbine. Impulse turbine or D-level turbine. So a D-level turbine is the simplest type of impulse steam turbine and is commonly used. It has nozzle, runner and blades, casing, nozzle. It is a circular guide mechanism which guides the steam to flow at the designed direction and velocity. It also regulates the flow of steam. The nozzle is kept very close to the blades in order to minimize the losses due to windage. Runner and blades. The runner of a D-level impulse turbine essentially consists of a circular disc fixed to a horizontal shaft. On the periphery of the runner, a number of blades are fixed uniformly. The steam jet impinges on the buckets which move in the direction of the jet. This movement of the blades makes the runner to rotate. The surface of the blades is made very smooth to minimize the frictional losses. The blades are generally made of special steel alloys. In most of the cases, the blades are bolted to the runner disc. But sometimes the blades and disc are cast as a single unit. Casing. It is an airtight metallic case which contains the turbine, runner, and blades. It controls the movement of steam from the blades to the condenser and does not permit it to move into the space. Moreover, it is essential to safeguard the runner against any accident. In a reaction turbine, the steam enters the wheel under pressure and flows over the blades. The steam, while gliding, propels the blades and make them to move. As a matter of fact, the turbine runner is rotated by the reactive forces of steam jets. The backward motion of the blades is similar to the recoil of a gun. It may be noted that an absolute reaction turbine is rarely used in actual practice. Parsons reaction turbine. A Parsons turbine is the simplest type of reaction steam turbine and is commonly used. It has casing, guide mechanism, turbine runner, and draft tube. Casing. It is an airtight metallic case in which the steam from the boiler under a high pressure and temperature is distributed around the fixed blades in the casing. The casing is designed in such a way that the steam enters the fixed blades with a uniform velocity. Guide mechanism. It is a mechanism made up with the help of guide blades in the form of a wheel. This wheel is generally fixed to the casing. That is why these guide blades are also fixed blades. The guide blades are properly designed in order to allow the steam to enter the runner without shock, to allow the required quantity of steam to enter the turbine runner. The turbine runner of a Parsons reaction turbine essentially consists of runner blades fixed to a shaft of rings depending upon the type of turbine. The blades fixed to the runner are properly designed in order to allow the steam to enter and leave the runner without shock. The surface of the turbine runner is made very smooth to minimize the frictional losses. The turbine runner is generally cast in one piece, but sometimes it is made up of separate steel plates welded together. Draft tube. The steam, after passing through the runner, flows into the condenser through a tube called draft tube. It may be noted that if this tube is not provided in the turbine, then the steam will move freely and will cause steam eddies. Comparison between impulse and reaction turbine. By reading this out, you can easily understand and compare between impulse and reaction turbines. Thank you.